Bonjour everyone. I am here today to share my reflections on the full moon occurring the 11th of June at 20 degrees 39 minutes of Sagittarius, 5:45 p.m. Brisbane time, Queensland, Australia. With this Sagittarius full moon, many of you are feeling emotional intensity right now. It is as if your heart is in full reconfiguration. This moon brings an emotional shockwave. Your heart chakra is in full activation, and it is not anxiety or stress that you are feeling. It is your heart center recalibrating for what is coming. The full moon in Sagittarius highlights the truth about your heart's deepest desires. What seemed complicated in love now seems clearer, simpler. What disturbed you in your past relationships suddenly makes perfect sense. The full moon in Sagittarius is a truth, and the truth of your heart comes to the surface. And this happens to you only if you are spiritually awake enough to receive it. Perhaps you notice that some people around you are acting emotionally strange right now because they feel this heart energy just like you, but they don't understand it. Have your dreams been particularly vivid this week? My dreams, I can tell you, have been very potent lately, and I have seen a lot of faces from my past, and I've been very emotional about it. This happened because the veil between us and our soul connections thins during the full moon. And this full moon in Sagittarius forms a direct opposition to the sun in Gemini, creating a powerful axis of communication. But it is not simply communication between you and others. It is communication between your conscious and unconscious minds. Jupiter, ruler of this Sagittarius full moon, just entered the sign of Cancer 2 days ago. So your subconscious is flooded with intuitive knowledge about your deepest soul connections. The universe is using your dream states to prepare you for an encounter or an imminent revelation. So pay attention to the detail of these dreams, the emotions, the places, the conversation they contain. They contain clues about what will unfold in your waking life. The universe speaks in symbols, and right now it is speaking directly to your heart. Sagittarius energy is expansive. It governs long journeys, higher learning, and the broader meaning of our experiences. Under this full moon, you are propelled beyond the everyday perspective of your relationship into something much greater. Connection that seemed to be ending may suddenly reveal themselves to be simply beginning a new chapter. Your entire love story is being rewritten on a cosmic scale. This is why so many people feel disorientated during full moons. Our body exists in linear time, but our soul does not. And right now, it is your soul's perspective that is taking charge. Some relationships that seem to be progressing slowly will suddenly accelerate, while others that were speeding along might hit the pause button, giving you a chance to catch up emotionally. Either way, the cadence of your connections is divinely orchestrated right now. Trust it. The planets Venus, Taurus, and Pluto, Aquarius are speaking in a difficult square and revealing your patterns in love. It is a true truth serum which infiltrates your relationships. The hidden dynamics which were hiding beneath the surface of your connections suddenly become impossible to ignore. The power struggles, the unspoken desires, the fears of abandonment, the possessivity, all these shadows aspects of love are illuminated by the bright light of the Sagittarius full moon. Yes, it hurts, but it does not happen to hurt you, but to heal you. Because the energy of Sagittarius is honesty, honesty above all. And right now, the universe is pushing you to be honest. Honest about what is really going on in your heart. Maybe you are hiding parts of yourself from your partner for fear of rejection. Maybe you are accepting less than you deserve for fear of loneliness. Maybe you are avoiding the deep connections because the wounds of the past have not healed. Whatever your pattern is, it is being exposed right now. And even if it feels uncomfortable, even painful, it is actually a profound gift because you cannot transform what you do not see. You cannot heal what remains hidden. This difficult square between Venus and Pluto during the full moon in Sagittarius is the perfect recipe for a relational transformation. It shows you exactly where you have acted out of fear rather than love, exactly where you have settled for less instead of fully blossoming. And once you see it, there is no turning point. It is the beginning of a profound change in your approach to love and relationships. Your shadow is not your enemy. It is a part of you that needs your love the most. Venus in Taurus is also in good conversation, a sextile, with Mercury in Cancer. And this activates soulmate communication. It is not just verbal communication, it is energy transmission. Right now, you are sending and receiving messages at the soul level. So right now, telepathic communication with your partner is very strong. And each of you is feeling each other's emotions from a distance. No need to speak. It is a powerful conversation because Mercury is in Cancer, the sign of emotional intelligence and intuition. Your current communication is not simply mental. It is deeply rooted in feeling. You read between the lines of what is said. You perceive the truth beyond the words. And with Venus in Taurus, this communication is anchored in reality. And this leads to tangible changes in your relationships. Real conversation, real connections, real transformation. So the cosmic line is open. But are you ready to pick up? Another energy is coming into play, adding fuel to this fire, to the fire of this full moon. Mars, the planet of action and desire, is currently in Leo, the sign of self-expression, passion, and heart-centered courage. This creates the perfect condition for romantic breakthroughs. Mars in Leo does not just want love, it demands it. It does not just feel passion, it expresses it boldly, without apology. This energy does not hide its desires or downplay its ambition when it comes to matters of the heart. So under this influence, you may suddenly find yourself more confident in expressing your feelings. Words you have been holding back may finally find their way to your lips. Actions you have been dreading taking may suddenly seem not only possible, but necessary. There is a theatrical quality to Mars in Leo, which perfectly complements the truth-seeking nature of this Sagittarius full moon. Together, these energies push you to declare your truth, to put your heart on the line in ways you would not normally dare. If you are already in a relationship, this could manifest as a sudden rekindling of passion, a return of the romantic flame which had perhaps faded over time and routine. Moments of intimacy seems more electric, conversations more captivating, physical connection more intense. And for you who are still searching for your soulmate, Mars in Leo gives you the courage to show yourself, to shine your authentic light without fear of judgment. It helps you become magnetic for your ideal partner, refusing to dim your light. But it is not just about physical passion, although that it is certainly part of it. It is about passion for life, passion for connection, passion for truth in your relationships. Mars in Leo wishes for love to be an adventure, a creative expression, a heroic journey. And the full moon in Sagittarius opens the portal for exactly that kind of love in your life. Jupiter in Cancer expands your capacity for emotional intimacy. Jupiter, ruler of this full moon in Sagittarius, is the planet of expansion, abundance, and growth. And Cancer is a sign of emotional nourishment, intuition, and deep feeling. When these energies combine during the Sagittarius full moon, something profound happens in your capacity for emotional intimacy. The walls you have built around your emotions slowly dissolve. The fear of being too vulnerable, too needy, too intense loses its hold on you. You discover there is strength in gentleness, a power in allowing yourself to be truly seen. This influence of Jupiter in Cancer teaches you that true acceptance does not come from hiding the imperfect parts of yourself. It comes from accepting them, sharing them, exposing them to love. Your emotional sensitivity is not a weakness. It is your greatest asset in relationships. You may have breakthroughs, sudden emotional outbursts with your partner, conversations that reach unprecedented depths, moments of connection that seem almost supernatural in your intimacy. Or it is easier for you to express your needs and feelings. You have the will to ask for what you truly desire. This full moon empowers you to develop a psychic sense of who belongs in your life and who does not. So trust this visceral sensation. It guides you to your highest path in love. There is another remarkable conversation to explore. It is a square of the full moon to the lunar nodes. The North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo. This creates a cosmic crossroads, a point of karmic choice in your relationships journey. The South Node in Virgo represents your past patterns in relationship, perhaps tendencies toward over-analysis, perfectionism, criticism when it comes to love. The North Node in Pisces represents your soul's evolution toward trust, surrender, compassion, and spiritual connection in relationships. And the Sagittarius full moon highlights precisely where you are stuck between these two paths. Are you still trying to control the outcomes in love instead of trusting the journey? Are you still dissecting the details instead of seeing the divine beauty of your connections, even in their imperfections? This square aspect creates tension indeed, but it is a productive tension. It shows you exactly where you need to make a conscious choice to evolve beyond all patterns. It highlights the precise karmic lessons your relationships are there to teach you. So you might experience this as a sudden clarity about repetitive relationship patterns, the same problems arising with different partners, the same wounds being reactivated, the same stories being replayed. The full moon shines its light on this karmic crossroads, asking you which path will you choose. Will you continue with the pattern of the past? Or are you entering a new paradigm of love? So, what can you do to channel this Sagittarius full moon energy? First, create a sacred space for your heart. It can be as simple as lighting a candle, sitting in a silence for a few minutes and placing your hand on your heart, feeling the warmth, the pulse, the life force there. And then formulate a clear intention for what you wish to manifest in love during this full moon time. Second, write a letter to your soulmate, whether you have met them or not. And pour your truth onto the page without censoring yourself. What do you want them to know? What are you ready for? What fear are you releasing? Third, release what blocks love. Under the light of this full moon, consciously release past hurts, limiting beliefs, and expectations that have kept your heart closed. You can even write these blocks down onto a paper and safely burn it, symbolically releasing them so that they may be transformed. Fourth, move your body in a way that opens your heart chakra, chanting the sound yam, 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 carried by your exhale breath. Finally, connect in some way to the element of fire, for Sagittarius is a fire sign, and this full moon carries that transformative energy of fire. Fire transmutes, purifies, and illuminates exactly what your love life needs right now. What you set in motion now will continue to unfold in the weeks to come. This full moon is a beginning, not an end. It is a portal of transformation which will continue to operate in your life. With Jupiter in Cancer for the coming year, the emotional expansion you are currently experiencing is only the beginning of a much longer journey of heart opening. Each relationship lesson you embrace now creates space for an even deeper connection in the months to come. The portal of love that has opened will not close completely. It has created a permanent shift in the way you connect with others. So trust this process. Trust the change. Trust that your heart knows exactly where it is leading you. Voilà. Thank you for listening again, and if this video speaks to you, click the thumbs up, share your thought in a comment, and then, of course, book an astrological reading with me when you feel the call. Blessed be all with love.